Hello there. Welcome to another talk, another meditation. And this talk is called Are You Contacting Spirit Holograms? Maybe some people might think that's a bit strange. Well, I come up with, or I receive, I should say, interesting alternative ways of thinking, but it's not just me that's saying it. There's other people that are saying, if you've got the light, is it not possible that another force or something can create a false light? A bit like false prophets. You see, how can you and that goes with like mediumship or channeling. How do you know who you're interacting with is actually who they're saying? Couldn't a very deceptive spirit or entity, that's very intelligent, actually come to you as something else when they're not that? I don't know. I'm just, putting it out there. Is it possible? It probably is possible. Because you're dealing with astral, you're dealing with, more intelligence. You're dealing with a power that is beyond this planet. And so, even if you can see spirits, which I can't, they could be holograms. I'm not saying they are or not. I hope that it's all true, but it's possible. It is possible. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is what I believe. But I just thought this was an interesting topic. And something I thought of a while ago. You see, is it a trap? When people say go into the light, I don't know, because it could be a false light. What I would say is the real God, Christ, light, whatever you want to call it, is within you. Right? And it's all consciousness. It's all the same consciousness. All the same hologram, energy, consciousness, awareness. And that's what everything is. So instead of identifying with separate spirits, or religions, it's all one consciousness. That's the only religion you need. Because a lot of religions and stuff and different beliefs, they create division. And that's all it is at the end of the day. It's all concepts, beliefs. I'm not going to go off topic here, but that's what it is at the end of the day. And people get so defensive when, like here, you don't know if it's a hologram. It's all just illusory. That's what it is. And the more that you evolve, the more you understand that you don't know anything. You see? And so in essence, it could all be a spirit hologram. Even mainstream science will tell you that it's all energy, that it's not even physical. And science can prove that. So if it's not real, then how do you define real? Because real to someone is merely, their idea of real. Whatever they think that is or that is, most of the time it's someone else's story. You see? This is all things that started to happen to me. I had an unexpected spiritual awakening 11 years ago now. And ever since then, it's been new spiritual awakenings every other day. And I started to realize that. Well, I was listening to someone this morning that was saying, on that Buddha at the gas pump channel on YouTube, and this guy that was being interviewed was saying that you have to reach rock bottom to awaken, to spiritually awaken, and that is the case for a lot of people. But in that, to get to the point, I realized that it was all deception, like smoke and mirrors. I've heard that before. And so it's all just illusory. It's all like holograms. And everything that you're believing in and thinking and everything, it's all coming from, like, you're born into the world, then as soon as you're born, like the John Lennon line, as soon as you're born, they make you feel small. But as soon as you're born, they're making you feel small. They're giving you ideologies or whatever. And so you're being programmed from day one. So you're not even in your right mind. You're not your true self. And in spiritual awakening, you're becoming that, and you're realizing it's all like a hologram. Because a hologram is like a illusory thing that's not real, and it's not real because it's just, everything else is just ideas and concept and stories from other people that are repeated. It's very easy to control people. You just basically create, say, a religion or ideologies, and you get them to repeat it. Now, after a couple of generations, you know what's going to happen. They're all going to be programmed to that beliefs. It's very simple. How, if I was some dictator and wanted to control people, that's how you would do it. You see? And even if this is done by accident or on purpose, this is ultimately what's going on. Like I say, whether it's accident or on purpose. And so what's happening just now on the planet, people are awakening to the fact that it's all illusory. They're spiritually awakening. Like I think all religious beliefs are mental disorders. I think it's totally insane. Because what you're believing in is someone else's concepts, stories, opinions. Even if they sound good. Okay, but it's just someone else's beliefs and concepts and ideologies and stories. It's not your story. You see? And in truth, everyone has a mental disorder until they spiritually awaken. Everyone is mad, because you're in, a madhouse of people believing in religions and all, and everyone else's stories and concepts they're believing in. And then to get out the insanity, you have to awaken to the fact that it's insane. And then you think, God, am I contacting spirit holograms? What is this? And all these questions start to arise. My awakening happened because I sat down in my bedroom right here where I am right now, and I had enough of everything. And I had enough, and it was a moment, split couple of second moment. In that moment, I knew everything was going to change. It was like the willpower. I've heard Eckhart Tolle say that willpower doesn't spiritually awaken you. Well, it did for me. I didn't know anything about spiritual awakening. I didn't know anything about the stuff. My mum's side were travelling gypsies and done psychic stuff, but no one spoke about spiritual awakening or even knew about it. So no family members that I'm aware of had this. And again, it also, it doesn't mean that I'm better. It means that I just hit rock bottom. And then started realising it's all spirit holograms, and illusory. And I'm not saying it is or isn't, but maybe just open up to the possibility. What I've learned about really programmed people, sheeple, is that when you say something to them that is a different way of looking at the world, it's a different idea, different perspective, their brain is so programmed, it's like a programmed computer, and your software, your ideas, it just doesn't fit into theirs. It doesn't fit, and so they can't fathom the idea of a different way of looking at things. You find this a lot with religious people, you see. And also, I want to say this as well. With religion comes beliefs, and with belief comes doubt. One of the big sins, and this is just my belief of a sin. I think one of the worst sins is hope, because with hope comes that little doubt in your back of your mind. That's why they want you to believe and not know. You see? So to awaken, you've got to go by the knowing. And what do we know? Nothing. Because all you think you believe in is like religious people repeating what other people have made up. Religions were made up not by gods, although you think it was the way people act, made up by people, human beings. Right? And that's all it is. So you see from that how mad it is, but I think people think it was made by gods or something. No. And this is for not just religion, but all reality, all life on earth. It's a program. You see? And so you got to get out of the program. And part of that is facing the possibility, like the topic of this talk. Are you contacting spirit holograms? Are people spirit holograms? Like I said at the start of this, what I would say they are is you. They are ultimately the same consciousness. But even as I'm saying that, that's another ideology concept, and so you get to this. I don't know, and the truth is, no one actually knows, because if it's all a concept, a story, it's make believe, then no one knows anything. So I think once you get to that place of I don't know, that's when you start to open up to what people would call the divine. That's the true divine. But you have to humble yourself. You see? That's when the true Spirit, or Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, Christ, will come through you. And that's how you do it. Too many people think they know, and that's why they don't get a spiritual awakening. You've got to hit rock bottom to get that awakening. If you hear a squeaky noise, that's my dog playing with a toy. In the background you can hear him. You can hear it. But anyway, I'm just going to leave the talk there. For latest updates, news, talks like this, songs, and much, much more, please do visit my website at www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.